Good morning and welcome to our live crafting this morning. It's Monday the 26th of June 2023. My name's Jenny McCormack and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire here in the UK. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're joining me live, do say hi. I see Catherine's saying hi already. Do say hi so I know that you're there. Facebook has been somewhat lax in both sending out notifications that I'm live and also updating any comments. So if you are live and comment and I don't acknowledge you, then apologies. It's nothing personal, it's just that Facebook hasn't shown me your details, or your comment I should say. So, good morning to you. We have a brand new stamp set of the week this week. And as you can see, this is called Just My Type. It's a photopolymer stamp set out of the annual catalogue. It's £23 and you can find it on page 69 of the catalogue, and there are an amazing 17 different stamps in this set, so really versatile set to use. So just going from top left, it's about the easiest way to do it. And these images are smaller than the actual image. If I grab the one with the typewriter, it is larger, and that's so they can fit it all on the cover with the other information. So we have a little flower, we have a cute paper clip, we have the words hello, which is usefully a single stamp, so you can stamp it in one go. But what you can do is use a small circle punch. This is a retired one, but most people have circle punches hanging around. This is 3/4 of an inch, and that punches those out perfectly. Obviously you could also use a small die if you had one. And then we have two types of paper. We've got this one with a fold over, and then this one which is plain. And two sentiments here, a thank you and a for you, in that nice sort of old-fashioned typewriter face. We've got a rainbow, and these are separate, by the way, so the thank you can be used on either. We have a little pot with some foliage, we have a little heart, two bigger sentiments, I hope your day is filled with sunshine and rainbows. And then you hold the key to my heart, and the key being a pun on the keys of the typewriter. Good morning, Carol. I hope you're keeping well. Then we have the typewriter itself, and we have a little envelope, the word hi, and then a little set of flowers. So quite a versatile set, as you will see. I'm just going to start off with one of our coffee and card designs today. And that's going to be on a note card sized card. So here's my note card and envelope, and then I've got a layer of Pebbled Path card, and then a smaller layer of basic white. The measurement of this is 3 inches by 4.5, and I think for this one I'm going to do it in landscape with the typewriter here, and then maybe the a pot on either side if I can fit it in. So the colours I'm using today, I'm using Pebbled Path with a little bit of real red. I'll use that for my pot and my sentiment, I think, and then a little bit of green for my foliage, and I'll use the real red for my pot, as I said. So I have already organised my stamps, and I have a nice new surface to work on. You might notice I finally got rid of my rather tatty wood effect wallpaper, and we've got some marble effect. It isn't marble, I can assure you. It'll be a bit hard to work on. Okay, so I've just got a mat here and I've got my layer, and I'm going to use Pebbled Path. Now with this stamp, as it's quite a solid stamp and it's photopolymer, you want to make sure that your ink isn't too wet. And if you find when you're stamping you get a slightly fuzzy image, it could be that your ink is too wet. All you need to do is take a bone folder or the edge of a block and just move the ink to one edge. Do your stamping and then the ink will settle back down again. But just try it first on a piece of scrap paper. So I hope everybody had a nice weekend. It was certainly very warm here and just a little bit cooler today. So I'm inking up Pebbled Path, and I'm going to pop my typewriter in the middle and fairly low down because I need enough space to get my paper on the top. Okay, so there's my typewriter, and then I've got this one that I'm using for the paper, and I'm just going to position this so it comes down on either side in that middle section. So there we go. I had plenty of space actually. I was worried it was going to be too close to the top. So that's our cute little typewriter. Now I'm going to add a pot on either side and my foliage and the sentiment as well. So what I'm going to do is, I know that the foliage needs to go about there. I don't want it over the typewriter because I don't really want to do any masking. So what I'm going to do is just work it out using my grid paper, roughly where my pot needs to go. So if I have it in line with that, it'll be slightly to the right. So I'm going to use real red for my pot. I love grey and red. Good morning Brenda, good morning Linda. I love grey and red, grey and pink, grey and blue. They always work really well together. And so I'm going to stamp in here. One looks like a teacup actually, like that, doesn't it? Without a handle though. And then I can have this one a little bit further to the left, like so. I'm happy for the plants to go off the edge, and while I've got the red out, I'm going to do a thank you in red, like so. There we go. And now I'm just going to add my foliage. So I'm going to use Granny Apple Green for my foliage, and this is the one, this particular ink pad is the one that I inked up, and I just added dots of ink and didn't spread it, so that you should get, I don't know if it still will work, a sort of what's the word, variegated, that's the word. Oh yes, it's still there, look. So you get a variegated colour. I don't know if you can see that or not on there. So I did that by just literally dropping a few drops of ink, not close together, and then you get this lovely effect rather than a solid stamp. Like that, I hope you can see that. So if you don't want that effect when you ink up, make sure that you use a bone folder or something to move the ink onto the ink pad. So you can use a bone folder or you can use the edge of a block. Bone folder is good for that particular process. Right. There we go. So there's our front of our card. It's worked really well. I'm really happy with that. I am going to stamp my envelope while I'm here, and also something on the inside. Yes, it does look effective, but no good if you don't want a variegated look. It's really good also for if you do it in brown or grey, for stonework or brickwork. There we go. So I think what I'm going to do for the inside of my card is I'm going to stamp the little pot again with the leaves. So this is what we're doing at Coffee and Card this afternoon in Toaster, and tomorrow morning in Brackley. There is another design, and I'll be showing that one to you tomorrow. There we go. So there's our inside pot, and while I'm here, I think I'll just do the same on the outside. I was going to put the typewriter on there, but I quite like this cute little pot. And no colouring in. For those that don't like colouring in, this is a perfect stamp set for that. Although you could colour in the little flowers. Okay, so that's all of the stamping. Let me put these elements away and clean them quickly. I have to keep my work surface nice and clean. There we go. Perfect. So thank you to all of the customers that have already booked my customer craft today. Which is on the 16th of July. So I have limited spaces, and it's an all-day craft session for customers only. My team had their own craft day recently, and they have another one booked for September. But if you want to book, the information was sent by email, but it's also on my Facebook page. And yes, it'd just be really good fun. So this is a Pebbled Path layer. This measures 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 inches, and then the card itself is 3 1/2 by 5. And these come in packs of 20 cards and 20 envelopes. And I love them for Coffee and Card, because I can just put an extra pack in, but they're perfect for beginner crafters as well, because you haven't got too much of a surface to worry about stamping. Hi Carrie, good evening to you in Australia. I hope you're well. So I'm just wrapping up, I'm afraid, Carrie. Sorry about that. So here's our finished card. So the stamp set that we're using this week is Just My Type, my stamp set of the week, available in the annual catalogue. Oh, I've just seen that little paperclip, I might add that. And it's £23. Let's find that paperclip. Not that you would really have a paperclip when it's in the typewriter, but we can use a little artistic license, can't we? Just going to pop that on, and then we're all done. I could have a red paperclip. That's okay. Don't apologise for being late, Kerry. It's fine. So, just try this paperclip out. I suppose I better get it the right way, really. Sort of goes down like that, doesn't it? Not that I've left much space for my paperclip. It's going to go on the right hand side. been a bit higher, shouldn't it? Never mind. It will do the job. So there we go, that's our finished card. So nice and straightforward for a Monday, and to time. I'm desperately trying to keep my Facebook Lives shorter than they have been, only because you don't want to sit and listen to me waffle too much. Sometimes, depending on the design, it takes me longer, or if I'm, you know, thinking off the hoof. But there we go, so there's our card. Very cute. Perfect little thank you card. Reminds me of days of old, you know, when he had typewriters clacketing away. But there we go. So thank you very much indeed. I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow. So I say I'm at Coffee and Card this afternoon for those in the toast area. Brackley tomorrow morning, and then I will be live tomorrow Tuesday at 7 p.m. here, UK time, for our other coffee and card designs, so that you can see that in progress. And then I'll be using this stamp set for the remainder of the week. I will be matching it with other things. There aren't any dies for this, but the typewriter is quite easy to cut out, and you can cut out the paper and everything as well. And as I said, the hello, you can use a circle punch and punch out the individual letters, but I'm also going to match it with another stamp set that you can add the alphabet and your own messages. So I hope that's useful. Hope you like the design, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Let me just bring that up to the screen. So there we go. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. I'm Glenda. I'm afraid I'm just wrapping up, and but you can watch it on replay almost straight away, and also you'll be able to watch it on YouTube shortly. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. I look forward to crafting with you again really soon. Bye for now.